Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, shall we? Well, goodness gracious, I've heard nothing but good things about this game, and I've been meaning to play it, and so here we are. It is on Xbox PC Game Pass, so I was able to get it easily, and I'm pumped about it. Alex, Hermie, good evening. Yes, totally different, Hermie. Alright, let's go with a new game. And we're going to play the main story. I don't know what these things mean. So I could take up the mantle of a rogue trader, the scion of an ancient dynasty of daring privateers that reign over their trade protectorate and explore the fringes of the known galaxy. Darkness looms over the bloodline of von Valancius as it faces multiple threats from within its own ranks and without, as countless enemies seek to destroy the most daring and brave agents of humanity. It's up to you to hold the reins of this shattered protectorate and forge a new path for the von Valancius dynasty, currently finding itself in a vortex of wars, intrigues, calamities, and heresy. The stakes are high and rise even higher as you cross paths with terrifyingly powerful, ambitious adversaries in the darkness of the Coronis expanse. All right, then. Sounds great. And scary. So, I guess I purchased that one so I can do it. We'll continue, and now we need to just choose the difficulty level. So, normal is designed for players unfamiliar with the base game's systems, or those who plays tactical games and CRPGs infrequently. Okay, well, that's not me. Daring. So, the only thing it says is it's not recommended for players unfamiliar with the Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader system, which I'm not. However, I do have a experience with tactical games. Jamnuska, good evening, good to see you. So I think this seems fair. I can be daring. The stats and modifiers of enemies in the game environment are balanced. Alaxel, good evening. I'm with you, my friend. I've played a few games, and I own a few miniatures, but I've never actually played the tabletop game. So, I'm fine with daring difficulty, and I'm not going to adjust anything else. Grim Darkness means ultimate challenge. Oh, no. I don't think so. Not ready for the ultimate challenge. Choosing this difficulty is not recommended for players not familiar with Rogue Trader's system, as well as its implementation in this game. Do you confirm your choice? I do. Ronnie, Victory, good evening, good to see you. Let's check it out. Unfair says, the modifiers for this difficulty level gradually come into effect, reaching their intended values by the conclusion of Chapter 1. Unfair is unfair. It might require numerous reloads to get through challenges. The stats and modifiers of enemies and the game environment are heavily increased. Penalties for the player's party are unfair. Okay, so, I mean, I guess if you want to, punish yourself. I know, Jamnuska. I know that lore very well. I also cannot afford them. Okay. So, I look good. Let's see. So, I can make a custom character, or I could be Hakata, Darius, or Barhardor. We're going custom character. Create your very own rogue trader from scratch. The detailed customization process allows you to choose who your character was before beginning your adventure. With a wide variety of options, you can determine their appearance, characteristics, and combat capabilities. Exactly. Hey, Tris, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Oh, awesome. I'm looking forward to it. There's a lot of buffering tonight. I don't like the sound of that. Well, if I need to restart, I can do that. Thank you for letting me know. Hey, Fading, good evening. Good to see you. Okay. So... Hey, Sid, good evening. Good to see you. Okay. We're going to create a new character. And, okay. So not, like... Outlander, good evening. Good to see you. I know, Fading, I'm already overwhelmed. You know, not like I mind. It's just an interesting, like, I don't know what everybody's take is on this, but it's curious how in games sometimes when you start, like, with a new character, you just begin in your underpants. Like, what do you think the impulse is for that? Like, why do I want to see people in, like, boxers, you know? Himari, good evening. Good to see you. Like, this is what she looks like. But they're like, well, we're going to kind of, you know, show you a little something else. Anyway, I know, monocles do seem villainous, don't they? They probably do add outfits. I think they do, Ronnie. This guy looks... I mean, look at this guy. It's such an interesting concept. Of, like... It's the future, but it's a pirate. Like, it's just unreal. This guy looks really scandalous. I like where I'm going. All right. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Good. And let's see. Appearance. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking good. Let me see here. Face. Uh-huh. We are in... It's a space wolf, Hermie. You know. Ooh. Okay. You can be a little bit girthier. Or you can be quite svelte. Let's see. Yeah, let's go lanky. Uh-huh. Okay. And looks like I don't have options for just outright blue skin, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. Jam Duska, I love it. Okay. All right, we're looking good. We're looking good. All right, hair. You know, we've got this portrait, so we can't do a lot with the hair. Clothes not available yet. Don't I know it? Oh my god. Look at this wig. Boy, that's good. Ooh, look, there's little skulls in the curls, too. It's not just fun in games. You know, like, it's not just I left my curlers in. It's like I have skulls. It's pretty incredible. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. There. I look good. Let's see what kind of brow options I have. Mm-hmm. I know. We do need to get as many skulls as we can. Now, I no longer look like the portrait that I've chosen at all. We've strayed from that very dramatically. And I do apologize. Maybe I should keep the facial hair, or at least that horrifying, you know, mustache. Like this kind of pointed mustache is looks like I've tied someone to the train tracks, you know? And I'm unbelievably villainous. Let's see. And it's kind of like a little bit of both worlds. Now this is the mustache that's a little bit longer. You know, like it feels a little bit too much, too relaxed. You know, it's not aggressive enough for this wig. We need to think about this. Yeah, I mean, something simple, like more simple. I think this is where I was at. Yeah, this just the twirl of the mustache is great. Yeah, we're looking good. Okay. No, I like this. I like this. Okay. We're setting off in the right direction. Okay. Well, we did talk about tattoos and skulls. There's just something about the skull tattoo on the forehead that's just unnerving. I'm going to put a skull tattoo under the wig. So, you know, the idea is that if someone looks like, if I take the wig off, they see it. Elder, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. They really do. I think you're right about that. All right. I like it. Okay. Augmentations. Oh. Whoa. Oh my God, look at this nose. I've had my smeller enhanced. I can smell everything. This is just the nasal strip. Like, this is... I snore, so I had this, you know, permanently grafted on my face to help with that. It really does, Hermie. I know. I don't get it. God, the metal jaw is intimidating. It's like a... Oh, what is that Dark Jedi's name? Hamari, it is. In Knights of the Old Republic, the games, is it Lord Revan or whatever? Who's got that, like, metal jaw? Anyway, Darth Revan, I don't know. Nice hat. Alright, so we have a skull on one side and we have a plug on the other side. I feel good. Alright, let's check out the voice.
Fire the lance batteries.
I like how it defaulted to bold female voice. Like, it actually is pretty interesting.
I'll see you destroyed.
If that was this character's voice, but we're not going to go for that. Let's see what we've got. What's this?
Didn't see that one coming.
No. No, that's no good.
Time for a round of space regicide.
For the Emperor!
No.
Fit for the Von Phalanxius annals.
Oh my God, that's good.
You didn't stand a chance.
That's about right. That's about right. That's a swashbuckler. I like it. Okay, good. Whoa. Homeworld. Death World. Who wouldn't want to be from there? Okay. So intelligence is a measurement of the character's acumen, reason, and knowledge. For each point of an intelligence bonus, characters deal 5% more damage with non-burst ranged area attacks. Okay, I like this. So I want to go intelligence. So I want to be kind of a, you know, spell person. Yeah, Voidborn. Look at this. Humans birthed in the belly of a void vessel or aboard an ancient orbital satellite. Those who have lived their lives on void ships become inured to some extent due to the reality-altering process of warp travel and living in low or zero gravity. That explains my fragile frame. And in many cases, their features are drawn and their skin pallid. There we go. They may have minor deformities, just the wig, or a strangeness to their speech. And then I'm going to be able to get Bloody Mess, Just a Flesh Wound, Be Smart, Jinx, and Contagious Luck. This looks great. I'm really happy with this. My strength is -5. And that makes sense because I'm not strong. Ooh, I got my outfit. Now, wait a minute. Look, this is just like Enshrouded. We can't be in a spot where our hat is going to cover up our wig. Like, I like the decorations, you know? There's 2 skulls here and here. I've got several skull medals. This is all good. But let's see what we can be. So, primary fighting force. No. Crime Lord is... Ooh, now we're talking. I get the wig with the Crime Lord. But what's the priest is all about? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Here we go. Psyker. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Tubes just going every which way. So Psykers are feared and distrusted, but nonetheless valuable assets to the Imperium. The role of the Adeptus Astra Telepathica, or the AAT, is to recruit, identify, and classify those found to possess psychic abilities. Okay, cool, Hamari. That's what I thought. We're going to go Psyker. And now, apparently, though, like, intelligence wasn't important to this character. Jokers, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Yeah, I think, Hermie, we're going to have to hide the hat, right? Even with these tubes, I got to hide the hat. So let's see what abilities I get. Pyromancy. There you go. Master of Flame. Biomancy. Manipulating living flesh and biological processes. This is great because biomancy allows you to make people, you know, soil themselves from a distance by activating their biological processes. It's embarrassing and powerful. I'm pretty good with this. What's a noble all about? Okay, enormously privileged. Nah, this is like I'm negotiation master. That's kind of interesting. Persuasion and stuff. No. We gotta be an unhinged psychic. Okay. Damaging psychic powers count as weapon attacks. It does get shoulder bore. Okay. We're going for it. Next. And I can be Biomancer, Diviner, Pyromancer, Sanctic, or Telepath. So let me just see what some of these are about. It's like a healer. I can heal wounds. I can make somebody strong. I can buff people. Interesting. So this allows me to like look into the future. This is just shoot fire, which is really tempting. Yeah, it really is. Hey, Zamblue, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. I tell you what, Heroes of Hammerwatch 2 is just a game I always am happy when I'm playing it. It's just such a good game. Molten Beam is the kind of ability that I always want to use in games. And fire is pretty generic, but I like it. I mean, it's never not a good thing to just be able to shoot flames. So we're going to do it. Apex of Brilliance. Illustrious Glory or Feat of Greatness. What is lore? Dialogue options. Nah. Okay, thank you, Koala. I'm excited to be an... I guess it's a mage, but it's a insane mage. Alright, let's see. Feat of Greatness. I like Apex of Brilliance. I mean, I don't know if this lore is going to come in play, but I'm doing it. Uh-oh. I have to pick a Darkest Hour thing. Logic, awareness, lore. Okay. How about I don't know very much about warp entities? Okay, I'll tell you what, everybody. So what I'll do is I'll finish creating the character, and then let me just restart and see if that's the issue. It very well could be... I don't know, my computer's upset about something. It could just be YouTube, but I'll find out. And Archetypes. Uh-oh, Feral Koala. Oh, it's one of those games where you can't do too much magic or you get punished for it? Okay. Yeah, I've had that happen. Alright, you can only choose one of the first tier archetypes at this moment. So I could be warrior, officer, operative, or soldier. So warrior is melee, officer is willpower and fellowship, operative is intelligence and perception, and soldier is ranged weapons, run and gun. This is actually what I'm kind of good at anyway, right? Yeah, I mean, it's either operative or soldier. Analyze enemies, expose weakness. Precise single attacks, defense penetration, area debuff, firing. Movement and ranged attacks. Yeah, this is pretty much me. Oh my goodness, okay. Well, I could go weapons, ballistics, strength, toughness, agility, intelligence, willpower. So what's willpower? Ability to withstand the horrors of the warp. So I need this, right? The terrors of space and the dreadful opponents there bound. Okay. Alright, we'll go intelligence. I just go all in on willpower. Maximum level. And maybe intelligence and, Nah, I don't need that. Maximum, huh? Fine. I know. It's crazy. Who needs friends indeed? All right, next. Oh, wait. Should I have been taking... Oh, no. I couldn't have taken those. Okay. Yeah, Zanblue, wasn't that cool? So I could either have a sword class frigate or a falcon class frigate. Now, is this just cosmetic or does this matter? All right, that looks pretty sweet. Looks like a shoe in the front. I like it. Yeah, the Falcon does look pretty nice. Looks like a train. All right. All right. Next. We're going with the iron. All right, I'm going to go ahead and edit my name. Okay. And everything here is pretty good. Hey. Now, wait 1 minute. I guess that hood doesn't count as a helmet? That's a shame. Oh, here we go. There we go. I got it. Okay, Hermie, I'm going to fix it. Yes. All right. Let's see what we got here.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Yeah, it's, so let's see, what do I want to say? So, choice in dialogues. You are in dialogue. Here you can learn more about current events, influence the character you're speaking to, or even alter the course of the game's narrative. Your character's personal story depends on the dialogue choices you make. Available dialogue options are displayed on the right. Select a reply by clicking left mouse button or the corresponding digit on your keyboard. Got it. Okay. Truly an awe-inspiring sight.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor, to inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with the chance to give their very life for the master of humanity.
Yeah, exactly.
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Good. You can hover your cursor over highlighted words to learn more about them. The tooltips that appear can help you better understand the world of the game or its mechanics. Words are highlighted when they first appear in a text. Scroll up the dialog box to see the desired highlighted term again. Got it. My name is Dr. Incompetent.
My regards, Master. Or should I say, Von Valencius, scion of a blessed rogue trader house in the service of the Imperium.
Yes, you should.
Perhaps this kinship came as a shock to you. Understandably so, given that all evidence of the connection was lost in the generations separating you and Lord Captain Theodora. It required no small effort on the part of her ladyship's servants to discover and verify this blood tie, which has now made you one of the heirs of this dynasty.
That's right. That's right. Lord Captain, a strange title for the Lady Theodora.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis, at the time when the first rogue traders entered the God Emperor's service, and therefore, it is sacrosanct.
Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty.
I don't want a blood duty.
Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void.
I was just
By
relaxing.
order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Gemneska. Let me crank it. I turned it up. Okay.
Your former position may have been different from conventional service as part of one of the institutions of the Imperium, but from now on, a different fate awaits you. One chosen for you by the Lord Captain. I advise you to come to terms with this reality as quickly as possible.
I like how in this, lore, it's like Emperor isn't enough. So they're like, well, let's make it God Emperor. And then, okay, good. And then I'm going to be the Emperor of Mankind. The God Emperor of Mankind. Just to help you understand how important I am. You have a curious title. Master of Whispers. What are your responsibilities?
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Yeah, Hermie, I agree. It's very much like the Harkonnens in Dune and just the politics of that. But yeah, it's such a cool twist on this like mechanical but religious kind of, pseudo future. Whose ship am I on?
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back, especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
Sure. I'll be acute instead of obtuse as much as I possibly can. You say I am one of the rogue trader's heirs, so there's another candidate?
There is, and you will meet him soon enough.
I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness.
I do.
And I'm sure she has just as many questions for you.
I'm not answering.
It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far.
It's been okay, actually. I've been enjoying myself before this meeting.
The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
I can't wait. Master Edelthrad, you say? By right of blood, rogue trader Theodora von Valencius desires to personally meet with me. Okay, great. So I gotta follow this guy. Change your point of view, move the camera using WASD, and use the arrows. You can also use the controller to play the game, and I almost did that, but I'm gonna try mouse and keyboard here. I hope she likes both incontinence and incompetence. So let me save the game. Alright everybody, we are back. Hopefully this has done something to remedy the sour connection that I'm having.
Victory awaits.
We had a bunch of snow in our area, so I don't know if that is affecting the ISP lines or anything like that for my Ethernet, but here we go. Alright, I'm walking around. I am exploring. There is an amazing banquet hall. I remember eating here. People are playing chess with the corners cut off. It's great. Okay. Well, interactable objects. Some objects in the game can be interacted with in a special way. They are marked with specific icons. Some icons allow you to study objects. Others will transfer the character to neighboring locations or launch a small event. These icons become visible when your character is standing close enough to the interactive object. Click left mouse button on the icon to perform the associated action. Some interactive objects, such as doors or chests, are not always marked with icons, but the cursor changes when you hover over them. Hover your cursor over the object. If the cursor changes, the object is interactable. Hold tab to highlight objects your character can interact with. Okay. Sid, Outlander, good evening, my friend. Yeah, I don't know if it's just the snow. I think my connection is just... I don't know if it's going to be fixed, sadly. I hope that it can just get its act together. Alright, so... here's the deck enforcer. If I see you raise your head again, I'll hand you over to tech priests for servitorization. Oh. Sounds like a friendly guy. Okay. Let's see here. Mercenary steward, the technomat, crew officer. Everybody seems like they're having a good time, but
None shall stand in my way.
I probably shouldn't keep the lady waiting. What is this like? What are these different lines that are running everywhere that I can see? Are these borders or something of like a battlefield, or are these just power lines, or I don't know. I know, Alex. Oh my god, terrible. Here's my guy. I'm following him. Here we go.
One of the Von Valencius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
Yeah, I'll take a look around. It's great. I like trophy rooms.
What's happening?
What is happening?
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Good for you, servitors. You take it to them. Not me, of course. I mean the other people.
Death We'll find you soon enough.
All right, you've been ambushed. The battle begins. To survive in the grim darkness of the far future, you will have to face enemies of all kinds and fight for your life. These hints and tutorials will familiarize you with the combat system of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Click the button at the top to start the battle. Dead Tao, I sense it too. That's right, Koala. Zombies. Let's go. Hermie, it took a bit. I didn't, I don't know if anything's going to happen, but the snowstorm may be affecting it. All right. We have been ambushed. The battle begins. So, does the battle system in this game play anything at all? Like, it doesn't look like it will. Looks more like a, Baldur's Gate style battle system, but does it play anything at all like the other Warhammer 40k tactical game that I was playing? What was that called? Imperius or Imperium or... Oh... I don't even remember, but it was fun. It was more like a, grid-based tactical game. We'll find out. Shoot him. Oh my god. Okay, that's bad. Those men were punched. Alright, so he's doing some stuff. It feels like it might be. I know, Hermie, there's been a few, right? All battles in the game are turn-based and take place on a grid. Okay, good. On their turn, the character can move, attack, and use their abilities. Select a cell within the highlighted area and double-click on it to move the character there. Movement points determine how far the character can move on their turn. MP corresponds to one cell on the battlefield. Moving diagonally is more costly. Every second diagonal cell uses 2. At the beginning of each turn, movement points are restored to their maximum value. Note that once a character starts moving, it can't be canceled. Okay. Alright, so let's just see my abilities. The game that I'm remembering, whether it's right or wrong, was it was almost like a rogue-like extraction game, and you were on board a spaceship, and you would go down, and you were like almost exploring some ruins and stuff. But it was sort of similar. Anyway, similar universe. Let's see. Well, it is. It's 40k. Same universe. I can ignite, and I can also run and gun. So I get 3 MP, and this next ability costs 1 less AP. Until the end of the next turn, I become winded, and I can't use it again. So this is great. Can I reach this dude? What's the range? Can I already get you? I mean, I can. It's not going to do very much damage. Yeah, Koala, it does feel like that. I do have a pistol. That's what it is, Hermie. Thank you. Warhammer Mechanicus. That was good. Yes, Epsilon, that was it. It was actually really fun. I think I did on stream. I might have played it more than once. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I got it. I don't want to end the turn. I'm just thinking about running and gunning. I clicked it, actually, so... Yeah, what's interesting is you can just run and gun and not move and just get a free AP for Ignite. I don't really want to go in. Chef Smitty, good evening. Good to see you. I don't want to run in because my character is not strong, and I would like these crew officers to be punched and killed by this malfunctioning Big Daddy. So let's go ahead and just use Ignite on this dude. It worked, and he's on fire. Now, I think you guys were saying I don't do too many fireballs. What is the veil? What are we talking about with this veil? Veil degradation increased by +1. I don't think I know what that means. But, so you're saying don't...
Nothing I can't do.
I shot him. I missed. Alright. Your character missed. To increase hit chance, equip your character with a decent weapon and place them on a vantage point. Abilities and talents that improve the weapon skill characteristic will help you hit more often. Yeah, Hermie. I know. Alright. Well, I'm not good at shooting, and I knew I wouldn't be. What is this? What are these tentacles that are appearing? Do you see these tentacles? Are those just wisps of... What is that? Is that just the smoke? Alright, anyway. Sure. Yeah, there is cover. I guess I could have moved, but I was just hoping these meat shields, I mean friends of mine, would take care of this. Oh my god. Stop analyzing. Are you doing anything by analyzing them? Is that helping me?
All too easy.
Alright, we gotta move, dude. I know, Hermie.
I shall not fear.
Don't fear, just move. Action points. To make attacks and use abilities in combat, a character must spend action points. Their total is displayed on the panel at the bottom of the screen. Every attack or ability has a certain AP cost associated with it. The number of squares next to the icons indicate their AP cost. Alright. To attack, click left mouse button, and it shows you your chance to hit, sure. The amount of damage you deal depends on the parameters of the weapon, and there's maximum firing range, okay. I was afraid of that, Koala, that the tentacles were because my character is tapping into the dark side, to the upside down, and that's fine. It gives me power. Certain abilities in the game are considered attack actions and can only be used once per turn unless affected by specific talents. If a character performs an attack action, they will not be able to attack again and will lose their remaining movement points at the start of their next turn. Alright. Jeez. Fine. I didn't want to move anyway. Conrad is really doing a good job of just standing there analyzing. Is there something on the screen for me to visualize? Is this it right here? Momentum. Nah, that's like looks like a limit break or something. I'm wondering if there's here it is, veil degradation. This is what I'm worried about, but it seems to be like 0. When Psychers reach deeper into the warp to power their abilities, there's always a chance of the Empyrean bleeding into our reality, a factor that is invariably destructive and damaging. At the beginning of combat, veil degradation starts at 0. It increases by 1 for each use of a minor power and 3 for each use of a major. It decreases by 1. So, like, I'm using a minor, but I'm only using it once per turn, so it's just 0. Net 0.
Nothing I can't do.
Okay, so you can see it went up just a little bit, but it's not that major of an issue. So I think I can actually run and gun and then shoot. Yeah, I can.
Nothing I can't do.
I missed again because I'm terrible with weapons. Uh-oh. Oh, he dodged it. Good for you, man. Spy Master. Attack denial. Whoa. He did finally attack. Good for you, man.
What's suspiciously
Actually,
poor timing for
he died
such
of
an accident.
my damage, didn't he?
Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here.
That's right, Hermie.
I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Yes, it's suspicious. Characters with melee weapons block adjacent enemies' ability to perform attacks with ranged weapons. Sure. Pistols and shotguns are exceptions. Yeah. I hope it's not deliberate. Do you see any tentacles? Spread out. No one's allowed to enter the premises. Stations.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
I have a lot of difficulty. Alright, you can use the map to orient yourself. Cool. Can I take that purple thing? Is that like a handbag? No, it's a crystal. Cool. Yeah, I could probably lift that up. These are the trophies. I get it. Should I loot these is it? I just want to check to see if there's any survivors. Really fast. Let me just get really close. The wires in the servitor's head are still smoldering. It would seem the cause of the malfunction was short-circuiting the motive force. Tarantula sentry gun. Man, it should have been shooting. Why was that thing not on? Oh, these are trophies. His tank should have turned on. It would have been so helpful. Alright.
It's about time.
It is? Okay. I mean, you tell me. I'm going in. Alright. Tech priest, crew officer. Where do you want me to go again, dude? Alright, I'll go down this way, I guess. The inside of it, I mean, this ship is enormous. Good, there's some rugs here.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
He is not happy. Man, look at her wig. I gotta show my wig.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
Actually, I don't know if that's a wig. It's just like a bouffant kind of Elvira hairstyle with a braid. Listen in silence.
While you are considering your answer, Edelthrad, I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps I shall hear something more interesting than incoherent mumbling.
Ooh, I'm all about the mumbling.
Approach.
What is this? Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversations in such a fashion?
I give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it was worth it.
Man.
This is the second candidate for the title of my successor. Step forward.
Okay, so who knows what happened to the first candidate? We haven't found that out yet. You can tell, though, we're in good with her because we both have that red monocle. We're like red monocle twins.
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis Expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices.
I like it.
Flights of fancy, you might say. But attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
We need that unobtainium. Yeah, it has a feel of Avatar for sure, but also like, you know, back to Dune with the spice and the attacks and the Fremen. I'm gonna let's see. I've got some lore successes here. Those spirits could well be the natives' name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case, and if the population of Aeon 6 engages in Xeno worship.
Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
So, passive skill test. Your character's skills reflect their knowledge and capabilities. If we pass it, new dialogue informations will be revealed. If your character is traveling with allies, the party member with the highest score in the applicable skill is selected for each passive test. Cool. Oh, cool, Alex. Yeah, I did realize that he dropped by when we were streaming it. That was awesome. The game is great.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence.
This guy is so rude. So we could say lots of things that are mean to this guy. I find your tone most disagreeable, Edelthrad. You would kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or else you will live to regret the consequences. Shut your mouth before I decide to shut it for you. We are both servants of the God Emperor and Lady Theodora. Does it become any one of our status to engage in petty feuds? Or I gave a straight answer, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do. Yeah, I'm going to go with the high road, buddy.
Even among his flock, not all are of a piece. I suggest you familiarize yourself with that fact before you are sorely...
Uh-oh.
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officers' deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
Yeah.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
What a cool guy.
So, why are you here?
Was it not you who sent for me?
You have seeded the opening that was offered to you in a woeful display of meekness. Admittedly, this tendency is equally strong in all who toil in the Emperor's service. Immutable hierarchy, absolute obedience, lickspittlery, compulsion to please. I value none of these things. From the moment my envoys came for you, the terms of your existence changed.
That's awesome, Alex. So, Fading, I went for the Psychic, and I went Pyromancer. So basically, yes, that's right. Hermes got it. I use magic that may kill me.
My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris.
Scaris.
I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel.
I accidentally set it on fire.
Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all.
That's a really dramatic and amazing way to describe your endeavor. I like it. So let's see. Rogue Trader is a subject of the Imperium with a unique hereditary title. So it's basically, we're the Star Trek Voyager. Okay, great. And God Emperor, we know that. The guide, the ruler, the higher power which humanity offers their prayers for aid and deliverance. Most would be driven mad with despair if they knew the truth. And the warrant of trade. Yeah.
It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
You make it sound really great. It just seems like quite a lot of responsibility, and there was a game of backgammon that I was hoping to get back to, so I'm just going to leave you to it. Does this mean there are other heirs?
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Ethelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate.
Really? That guy sucks.
Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Did I hear you correctly? The Master of Whispers is related to you?
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Yeah, I was going to say about that. He didn't do very much in combat. He kind of stood there. If you're satisfied with Ethelthrad, then what sense is there in having this conversation? Why are you wasting your time on me?
Impatience. I am rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do choose Ethelthrad as my successor, I will still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquired in your former life may prove invaluable here, in the Coronis Expanse. It says in your profile that you bear the brand of sorcery.
Yeah, that's right.
albeit sanctioned sorcery that is permitted in the service of the Imperium. I am accustomed to the presence of psychos at my side. More than that, I value their unique abilities highly. Perhaps that is why I am so intrigued by Edelthrad's candidacy. A rogue trader psycho could achieve great things indeed. However, psychos are fragile creatures, and as such I would rather have a replacement standing ready in the event that something happens to Edelthrad.
Look, I'm not really that fragile. I just have a connection to tentacles and a -5 to my strength and... Oh. Awesome, Java. I'm enjoying the story so far. It's fun.
Moreover, your remarkable mental abilities were noted in your profile. If you can find a way to exhibit them in the service of the Von Valancius dynasty, well, so much the better.
Hey, Derekai. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. I'm ready to take on this sacred purpose.
Oh yes, you would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader.
Look, I'm both a rogue and a traitor, and I can also be a rogue traitor, if that... Oh, wait, I didn't say that out loud, did I? Oh, cool, Fading, thank you. I know. I did a bunch of Sudokus. Can I ask my questions now?
I have some time before the Navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
Navigator, a sanctioned noble mutant whose genes allow them to safely guide a warp-capable void ship through the warp. The warp is an alternate dimension of pure energy and madness existing as a mirror to real space, also known as the Immaterium, the Empyrean, the Ether, the Sea of Souls, or warp space. So this is what comes for me if I... No, that's a different thing. I know, Alex. I made a mistake. An incident took place on the officer's deck. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Do you think she did it intentionally just to test my, combat abilities?
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Look, I won't have you talk that way about the riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
Navigator, translation, what are these things?
Sometimes I forget that people without direct access to a ship's bridge may not know the first thing about how a void ship travels between the stars. Vessels such as this one are capable of leaving real space and traversing into the warp, an otherworldly dimension of cruel and unthinkable forces. By entering it under the protection of the Gellerfield, we shorten the route to our destination, crossing distances that would require hundreds of years in a matter of weeks instead, sometimes in days or even hours. That is how humanity spread across the galaxy. That is how we were able to build the Imperium, which spans millions of stars.
Oh, okay, that's a good thing for the galaxy, right? Where's the ship headed?
The Owlcat system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor.
I hope so. That's right, Hermie. A scattered, poorly explored region on the frontier of the Imperium, full of fearsome Xenos, treasure, heathen worlds, and the echoes of ancient tombs. Sounds charming, this Coronis Expanse.
I set the course for Owlcat on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
Man, why can't you just be straight with me, lady? All right, what are my current responsibilities?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
Gracious Lord Captain, surely there are ways I can prove myself a more worthy heir.
You can start by not asking questions of this sort. I have no need for sycophants. I will draw my conclusions when an opportunity to prove yourself arises. As for when you will be granted that opportunity, only the God Emperor knows.
I was just speaking to him. He said right now. I got no more questions.
In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Oh, I was just told to go to the lounge. I'll deal with it tomorrow. Oh. Whoa. Who are these dorks? How did they get so far through the ship? Did they just shoot the lady?
Feel my wrath!
The masters demand your death!
All combatants act in turns, and their order is determined by an initiative roll. The order of turns is displayed on the left side of the screen. The character at the bottom goes first, the one above them, and so on. Man, well, she's really powerful. She's got over 10 times the hit points that I do.
I can handle this.
She has a cool sword, too. Whoa.
Break them up!
Oh, my.
Death to the heretics!
I guess so. Just vaporize those guys.
Non-believers!
Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. Cover that the character can hide behind are marked with a shield or a shield with a skull. When standing close to them, the character will automatically take up an advantageous position. In this case, the chance that enemy attacks will hit the cover and not the character behind them. The character will not receive a bonus if attacked from a side that is not protected by their current cover. Alright, fine. Alright, let me zoom out and see the battlefield. So there's baddies everywhere. I'm gonna, run and gun and try to get behind some cover. This is good. This is by the Lady Theodora. Hi, it's me. I'm gonna... Okay, and then from this position, I can be seen by all of these red lasers, but it would pass through my cover, so I should be protected. And then, can I hit you?
Suits my purposes.
You didn't stand a chance!
You see that? You see that, Theodora? That's just a taste. Alright. I did that. I know, Hermie. They do love the skulls, don't they? Be careful. Companions can get hurt by your burst attacks or area attacks. To avoid friendly fire, keep an eye on the trajectory of the shots in the area. Oh, come on.
Tactics are the best ones. Reduced to dust.
That guy just
My faith
wrecked him.
strengthens me.
Oh, my. Your character... Oh. Looks like we did it. Man, these guys are fired. Somebody's getting in trouble.
Take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive.
My goodness, I've received a temporary positive effect from an ally. Great.
Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
So are they saying that these appeared from... because of the warp? What's happening?
From what we have seen, I can speculate that we are dealing with some variety of madness induced by warp travel. Such episodes are not uncommon among voidsmen who have found themselves outside the boundaries of real space, though such episodes seldom spill onto other decks.
Outlander, I don't think I have any of the DLC. I'm just playing the version that is on PC Game Pass. Well, Hermie, I mean, I think that too, but then also it looks like they're, quote, mad because of, like, just going through the warp causes people to go insane, I guess? Just another day?
Oh, the casters are not working, or have been sabotaged.
Oh, yeah.
Either the warp is
Sabotaged.
toying with us, or someone went to great lengths to cut the ship's communications.
Yeah, Hermie, you're
I
right.
will need a direct channel to the engine seer prime before I can get a sense of what we are up against. Whatever it may be, keep your weapons at the ready. I imagine it will be some time before we no longer need them.
So it's like it's meant to maybe look like the warp is causing this, but it might not be. How could there be armed people in the ranks of the crew who would dare to attack the Lord Captain?
Trust me, this is hardly surprising for a crew of thousands. The lower decks are a fertile environment for discontent and heresy, no matter how one tries to incinerate any seed before it can take root. All it takes is a hint of warp influence to cloud the minds of normally obedient cattle.
Love the way you put that.
Sporadic riots on the lower decks never reach these compartments. No, the tumults of the rabble are always contained within their own territory. This is too well organized. It is spreading too rapidly.
Yeah. The incident with the servitors may be connected to what's transpiring now.
Possibly. Quite likely. We will investigate at a later time. Right now, we need to isolate the affected compartments and try to assess the situation.
What's the orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
I'm quick. I'm really quick. Alright. Now, before I go, do you think these guys had loot? Or, just, I guess not. Alright, Mort, which way did you go, buddy? Morty! Okay. I don't think this is the way. Okay. Officer's deck. Okay. Upper decks. Huh. Alright. Interesting. I gotta tell you,
I'll lay claim to the stars.
I don't know if I'm just not interpreting it right, but this seems to be a game so far that doesn't, like, put quest icons on, like, I don't really know where I'm supposed to go. I'll go over this way, I guess. Or over here? Jocasta, nice. Here we go. This looks right. Some lasers coming in.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Yeah, I feel great.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Yes, you can.
Mort, pull yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
Yeah, report.
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Mutiny? But who would attempt to mutiny here, in the warp?
Lunatics, fools, heretics. This ship houses thousands upon thousands of people. Pernicious thoughts and warp-induced delusions could have tainted any one of them. It is a difficult notion to accept, but such risks are inescapable.
All right.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the Navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once.
Okay.
Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
She's looking at me.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psyker powers.
Wow, he's a psyker like me. What happened?
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here.
Oh.
In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
I'll do everything in my power.
Not everything in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out. Mort! Come.
Charming. That went well.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
I have a proposition. Since I am the more important person here, you can go in front to shield me from potential threats. You'd better not fail me. The Lord Captain made it clear that relying on you is fraught with risk. I'll make do. You lead the way.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Something hits you hard with a sharp crackle, and you're consumed by an unbearable, gut-wrenching pain. Uh-oh. So now we see something happening here. I'm getting tased. Or just a blackjack or something. I promised you a special destiny. It's time to fulfill it. This isn't going well. Yeah, it looks like it. Ow.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the warrant chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
You two-faced scum, you're the one behind this.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the warrant chamber. This void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred warrant of trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates to the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
Use your psychic powers against him. What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel?
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
Coercion succeeded. What sorry, pathetic excuse do you even have for your apostasy, you sordid, wretched piece of Grox dung?
Wretched? What do you know about wretchedness? Theodora's cur. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind.
Oh, okay. Conrad has gone off the deep end.
Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Fon Valencius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
Actually, I think one of the candles went out over here. Just give me a moment. I gotta relight this. The blade flashes in the dim light, and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment, you feel nauseous, your head is spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your thoughts, replacing them with a singular urge. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Fight the voice in your head. Get out, I am not your puppet. The voices in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel this intruding influence forcing yourself onto you. I was wounded by a corrupted weapon, and making you take a step toward the gate looming in the center of the chamber. That was convenient. Boy, I'm getting embarrassed here. One of the available dialogue options requires a skill test. Unlike with passive tests, which are made automatically, I can decide whether or not to select it, and the consequences will depend on the result. Success or failure depends on how the dialogue develops. Depending on the context, you might change the course of the conversation, alter the attitude, or perform an action whose consequences will only become apparent later. However, hover your cursor over the dialogue option that requires a skill test, and you'll see a tooltip detailing your chances of success. Yeah, Victor, it really does, doesn't it? That's the thing about these Warhammer games. It's just this style and the artwork is fantastic. The number after the skill's name increases, indicates the difficulty. Once your character starts traveling with allies... Right, okay. In the gateway arch, you see a cogitator with a human likeness built into the front. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. Great! The sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two ember-like irises. Examine the device. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as a material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic, an incredibly rare and powerful piece of technology from humanity's ancient past. I got 5 experience. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward, closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp, metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen on the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that filled your head after Voight wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, the source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Right, Herbie. Look for anything that could be used as a weapon. You look around in hopes of finding at least something that could work as a weapon. Your search is in vain. The chamber anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition, nary a broken panel or protruding piece of rebar in sight. Look back.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
Examine the sentinel. The servitor looks noticeably different from the ones you're used to, its skin covering it stitched together with copper thread, and it has metal hinges in place of the standard joints. It seems that the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure that the service life of this unit would be much longer than that of an ordinary automaton. Alright, place my hand into its maw. Great. Ow! The Sentinel's jaws clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pumps stir into motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass, the Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you're beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath, maybe even close your eyes, and pretend none of this ever
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Is it the Sentinel? The Cogitator? Is it a figment of your weary mind? Whatever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Yes, I need some help. Pain shoots through your head and subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do any real harm. You are wounded, right?
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
There you go, defense protocol. What do you think about this, Conrad? Yeah, flamethrowers.
There is still another way.
Whoa. He just ran away. Check the warrant chamber. Alright. Well, I better go get that warrant of trade for myself, of course.
Weakness.
You think she's going to be happy or unhappy if I take this? The enormous gates match the importance of the thing they protect. The massive doors are made of heavy metal. They are. Alright, I'm going to go over here and... Man, this room is sweet. Valencius. Yeah, give me the... Wow, look at that warrant. Wow, this looks like the contract you have to sign to get into Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Let it be known that by my will, in the true words of this document, paragon of humanity, unbroken by adversity, walk bravely into darkness to unite and reclaim what is lost. To triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the road of thorns, yada yada, yada yada.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
Vox Skull. Alright, well, it's me talking to a robotic skull. It's kind of like Planescape Torment here. What madness is happening? Who are you? Who addresses me? I need a weapon. I'm defenseless.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
The servo skull goes silent, its relays clicking. Second after second passes and you realize that the servo skull will not answer you. I need to talk to Theodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Oh, here comes the dial-up modem.
Voxmaster, restore communication with the Navigator sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Uh-oh. It doesn't sound good.
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection.
Right. What madness is happening here? Who are you?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel standing by.
Are you the Warrant Sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
All right then, let me away.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Okay. Yeah, the warrant is cool. It's safe. As the game's story unfolds, you'll see notifications at the top of the screen indicating that the status of your current objective has been updated and new information has been added to the journal. Okay, gotcha. All right.
New challenge for me?
Oh, let me look at this thing really quick. Oh, okay. This is more of the... I mean, look at this. Wow. That is a big piece of paper. Eat your heart out, Gutenberg. We made a giant document. All right. Now, Skull guy, where are you going? So he's going to... A simple order will lock the chamber. Right. Lock the chamber, dude. Seal it. No one gets in. Oh boy. This place is falling apart. We got some psychos. Whoa. Chainsaw sword. Is that Adelard or Mort, or which dude is that? Abelard.
Master, whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me. What is the meaning of this?
Kunrad Voigt is a traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he stunned me and somehow brought me here.
What?
He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something, and trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of that plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
He is the mastermind behind the mutiny. He admitted it.
Saint's blood! Then it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way.
In a good way.
I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
So he's giving me a laser gun, a flak chest plate, and a med kit. Alright, nice. Great. Thanks, buddy. When fighting, your character can lose some of their wounds. Your character has suffered an injury after being attacked by Kunrad, and this happens when a character receives damage that exceeds 50% of their maximum wounds within one round. Injuries reduce the character's resolve. When the character initially suffers an injury, it is considered a fresh injury during the first 3 rounds. Once 3 rounds have passed, a fresh injury becomes an old injury. Fresh injuries can be healed using a med kit without passing skill tests. Old injuries can be healed with a med kit, but they require the character administering the treatment to pass a Medicaid skill test to succeed. Use it to restore wounds and heal injuries. I know, Hermie. It's pretty funny. Hopefully this giant, old, dry parchment isn't... Oh my god. Yeah, he is a nice guy. He's very charitable. When a character loses all their wounds, they fall unconscious. Once the combat's over, the wounds of the party members are replenished automatically, but any injuries they may have sustained remain. Those can be healed with a medkit. Medkits can only be used by characters who have the field medic feature, base skill, Medicaid, or have taken a skill at least once. Whenever a character uses a medkit in battle, the skill determines the number of wounds that will be restored. Abelard can heal your character's injury. Left-click on this portrait, select a medkit, and then use it on your character. He needs to be standing right next to me to administer it. Okay.
What advice do you seek?
You've got a new items. Okay. I did. You could equip new weapons or armor from your inventory by double-clicking left mouse button on them, or you can drag them. Alright. You could switch between party members using the arrows at the top of the screen or clicking left mouse button on a portrait. Alright. So he's in my party. Cool. I need this. Lays gun me. Flak chest plate. Alright. I need this dude to use it. Oh. Well, he already has one.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I can't equip it because I don't know how to use it. All right, so I can give it to him. He can use it. So go ahead and do this on him.
Let me help. That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead.
I feel great about the trials ahead.
The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on.
Now, let's just calm down about the no information. I've got a lot of ideas. Let me just go talk to that skull thing again.
But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the Navigator and the Master Helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the Navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
Why don't we just stay in the warp? It seems cool. What's gone wrong with the translation?
I am no helmsman. Oh, God Emperor preserve me, Navigator. However, I've spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Gellerfield has faltered. Perhaps the Navigator was struck down by warp corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak.
Good.
If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the warp. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live in that scenario. But I will not resign myself to such an outcome just yet.
Okay, good. I already did. How'd you find me?
You sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Vox cast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive.
I think the
warrant...
warrant...
to say you did no such thing?
I didn't. I think the Warrant Sentinel may have sent that message. It appeared when I opened the chamber.
Warrant Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort. The Warrant Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
We might be, Hermie. It's because I'm special. I want you to know that. I heard one of Theodora's Voxcasts.
Lady Theodora's. Which one? The last one I received was about the Navigator's sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well, and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course.
For the Imperium and humanity, lead the way.
Come.
To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
Yikes.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward.
Yes.
Venerate the dark gods! Screaming!
The Emperor is with us.
Oh god.
Let the blood flow!
Combat begins with a tactical phase, during which characters cannot attack or take other actions, but can try to take up advantageous positions. Oh. Alright. Interesting. Alright, there's a bunch of idiots here. Cutthroats, as it were. Alright. So, Abelard, you should probably... He gets to go first, it appears. Where are these ones? This guy is going to go next. So why don't you Abelard go here so you can just be really close and kill that guy with your sword. And then, Alex, I think so. I know, we need the flamethrowers. Where's the button for that? What do I have to push? Can I take cover behind the flaming body? It doesn't look like it. I'm going to move way over here. Abelard's abilities. Your new companion is a warrior. Abelard specializes in melee combat and drawing the enemy's attacks. Charge is a unique ability that works only when they're using a melee weapon and not considered an attack action. I can use this to close the distance. Oh, I got too close. Whoops. The character is using a melee weapon, and you gotta be adjacent. Sure. Unlike single shots, they automatically hit, no need for a roll. That's nice. They'll try to dodge and parry if they're using a melee weapon of their own. Melee weapons can be used to make area attacks. All creatures will suffer. Yeah. Alright, so what you got? You've got, cleave. Alright. Hey, Dandymit. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Yeah, there's some exposition up front while they set the stage, but so far the game has been great. The story is, and the urgency is amazing. The lore for this is just such a unique setting, and the battle system seems fun, but I haven't been into too many battles just yet. So I can strike, cleave. That's my chain sword. I do have the charge ability, so I could charge this guy. He's too close, though. But none of them were set up in a good place for me to use my cleave, unfortunately. Yeah, Hermie, I agree. And the voice acting certainly helps. Alright. Attack of opportunity. Characters with melee weapons can make attacks of opportunity if an opponent in an adjacent cell initiates movement. Right. Oh. Oh my god, I made a terrible mistake. I thought I could attack diagonally. You cannot.
Follow my lead.
So, now I had to do that.
At your beck and call. I took care
Oh
of
my
this
god,
one.
he's dead. Horribly so. I think I could actually just charge and kill this guy. Yeah, I can.
Victory is imminent.
And I will. So good job. He just chainsawed two people with his sword. Oh, you can attack diagonally, Chris? Or I have to... Oh, thank you for telling me. What is this? Brace for impact.
It will be done.
I'm bracing for impact.
I am your doom.
Parry. The combat abilities of characters differ upon their archetype. Available abilities are located at the bottom right of the screen. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, so... I'm going to run and gun.
Not a problem for me.
And just move... I think I'm safe over here. Maybe.
Never wavered in the face of adversity.
Alright, so this guy actually already went. Who's this person who gets to go next?
All too easy. Posing me was your biggest mistake.
That's right. Your biggest mistake.
Already done.
I'm shooting fireballs at these guys. These guys are not strong, so that's good. Alright, we're done.
Out of my way!
Whoa. Was that guy on my team? Did that guy mean to do that? I don't know what to say about that. It looked like he just killed his buddies. Oh, so he did a burst attack and accidentally killed his allies. Well, good for me. You could advance the level of your character and your companions. Thank you, Pure Luck. Okay, well, fair enough. Warp gods rolled in my favor that time. We both leveled up. That's good for us. All right, let's level up.
We must act.
We must.
I'm always ready.
All right, let's see. So, I got a rank available. Let's see. So, I can level up soldier. Click to view the details. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, interesting. So, I guess I can... This is me moving around this wheel? Yeah, look, I'm seeing that. I'm like, I don't even know what's happening. So choose a skill, I guess, is what I need to do. Demolition. Deactivate traps. Notice traps. Or Medicaid. I'm gonna just say, let's notice traps, I guess. Yeah, sure. Do that. Yeah, it does, Hermie. I guess that's a fair point. All right. But okay, I guess I did it. And then that wasn't bad. I didn't have that much I could do. Carouse. Yeah, you need to be good at athletics. That's for sure. All right. Okay. I think we did it. Ooh, I can loot these guys finally. Defeated enemies have no further need for their former belongings. That's right. But you could discover valuable trophies among them. All right. Left click the mouse button to see what they got. That's a good point, Chris. I wasn't either, Hermie. But it might be good for my character to be able to use them in battle. Well, we don't have to spend any more points on it, but 1 point might be enough. Lee, what's up, my friend? Thank you for subscribing. I mean, to be honest, like, if I took the awareness, I might find somebody else for the party later who's way better at that than me, too. So, I don't know. Wow. Oh, this is what everybody has. We'll take everything. Alright. Let's look at our inventory again. So this is some swords and a laze pistol. That's fine. I'm fine with what I've got.
Follow my lead.
We will. Here's a map of your void ship. It consists of several parts between which you could travel. Some parts are not yet available, but over time you'll be able to access them. Oh, cool, Chris. Thank you. Hey, Luke, what's up, my friend? I'm coming at it as a CRPG fan. I only have a little bit of 40k experience. Oh, awesome, Pure Luck. Yeah, FTL is so much fun. I know what you mean, Luck.
Here, on the threshold of the blinded guide, doom comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
The ceiling tiles will fall upon thy head. Oh, she's crazy.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abala, how they sing.
So maybe if we just unplugged some of the tubes going into your head, they wouldn't be so loud?
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
That's sweet. Well, we're going all psychers.
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
Does he have a really nice wig? The entity in your consciousness shrinks and crawls in deeper, its claws scraping against the walls of your mind as if the presence is trying to hide from the seer standing before you. Let me tell you, I have some blue text, Idira. Can you see that? There was a corrupted weapon. Can you help me? A diviner, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud.
Awesome, Luke. Yeah, Luck, I'm with you. I mean, like, I've already dabbled in a bit of the lore of 40k, and not much, but just really enjoy the strange ceremonial, you know, futuristic yet anachronistic take on humanity. And so, this game seems awesome so far.
And you, Von Valancius, are a sorcerer too.
I am.
Just like the other one. Lady Theodora must have grown so fond of psychers she wants one to replace her.
She loves them.
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
Oh my god.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelstrad's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
Yeah, she seems really cool so far. What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the Navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
Uh-oh.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
We must see if the Navigator is well.
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a Navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Let's do it. Adira has joined the party. Nice. Okay, I can use the drag to select. That's fine. Alrighty. And there's a big door. A fallen piece of debris that almost proved fatal to you. Without her protection, you would have remained dead. Okay. So, I guess we'll go this way into the purple stuff? Sure. This door does not budge. Alright. Other way.
It's about time.
Destroy the field. Don't keep our master waiting. Uh-oh. Well, we better get in there. All right. So, let me select this dude. So who's going to go first? That guy, then that guy, then that guy. Okay. So you can be here to take out these two guys very easily. And then I'll put you here and you here. Okay.
Let's make it quick.
Ow. Okay, I made a mistake. I didn't realize... I thought for some reason that Adelard was going to go first, like in the last battle, but it didn't work out. She's a psyker and an operative. She can study opponents and identify their weaknesses as an operative. Analyze enemies, allows the exploit effect on all enemies. Okay. Whatever the operative hits a target with an exploit applied to them, the attack deals additional damage. Nice. Okay. She got a staff that allows the psyker to unleash psychic powers against enemies. In the future, you'll encounter staffs that only a psyker versed in certain disciplines can use. For example, you might find a staff that lets a psyker use Inferno, but to do so, they must first have Pyromancy. Yes, well, good, that's what I am. I need that staff. I have this dumb rifle. Okay. So, Lightning Arc. Choose 4 targets within a 3-cell radius. Okay, so can you go 1? There you go. No, it was actually pretty good. I don't think that was that unfortunate. Forewarning and analyze enemies. Yeah, do it. I guess. Can you analyze that guy?
But of course.
Yeah. I need Dr. Incompetent not to die. Okay. You did your thing. You're done. She's almost in bad shape with the veil. Alright. So, who's going to go after us? The Psyker. Okay. I'm going to just hit this guy.
Indeed. One fewer target.
And then charge the Psyker.
Reduce to dust.
Okay. And then go ahead and brace for impact. Yeah. You can use the hologram to gauge the effectiveness of your intended actions in combat before taking them. Click left mouse button on an accessible cell, put the hologram, select an ability to see the outcome. Oh, that's kind of cool. Alright, so this guy's here. I don't think I can run away from him very easily, unless run and gun allows that.
Suits my purposes.
Now, if I shoot you with this, are you dead?
Nothing I can't do.
Oh. Yeah, Luke, seems like it. You can use a medkit to restore your party members' wounds in battle, treat injury, or get rid of certain negative effects. If the character has the medkit equipped, its icon will be displayed in the bottom left. Right. So I don't have a medkit. I'll need to give him one now that I got the skill. But I can also just do this and then.
Nothing of value has been lost.
Kill that guy. The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with its throne. You see pink, parchment-like skins stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The Navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through the 2 dark, gill-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut, the 2 ordinary eyes, as well as the 3rd one that sits in the center of its forehead.
I believe Master Spider still lives. Well, the servants are dead. But the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Good, good. What's wrong with him?
Wounded. Exhausted. Fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing their way into his head. Pick one.
Your time is short.
Uh-oh. You're in need of help. We gotta get you out of that chair.
Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
Oh boy, here comes this voice. Suddenly, the Navigator's body starts thrashing in place. It lurches forward, then falls back onto the seat, then thrusts forward again. as its bones crack and its skin tears open. However, the fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuses. The mutant remains seated but leans as far forward as he can, his layered raiment slowly turning crimson. It's unfortunate.
Ah! It came from beyond! His body is not his!
Adira's scream is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of the Navigator succumbing to the, corruption. Yeah, so it's not good.
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
Yikes. He's possessed. I don't want to unseal my heart.
Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
I want to help you. Tell me how.
Run. The sanctum will be sealed. I will hold it off. Hold on. And wait for the signal from the Master Helmsman. Then I will commence the translation. So, run. Run.
Who torments you?
The Urge. Kneel before the ascent of a new champion. When the rite is complete, this shell will burst, and thousands of Moors will accept the sacrifice offered to the edge of daybreak by the bringer of twilight, the one marked by the will of the gods.
It's a problem. Each word rings through your head like the tolling of a bell, as if countless voices have joined in, screaming into your ears. For a moment you lose your bearings. This unholy chorus must be trying to confound you with sounds not meant for this world. What is this supposed to mean?
A rite. A sacrifice offered. Oh, my heart tells me that Kunrad was not deterred by his defeat in the warrant chamber.
What? Kunrad betrayed Lady Theodora? But how is that? How? He was as loyal as a dog. And I didn't hear a thing, I swear.
That's right, Alex.
Footfalls of the bringer of twilight are veiled by the will of his masters. Tear out your eyes. See who is to become the champion's servant, for you need them no longer.
You know, I actually like my eyes a lot. The Navigator is alive, but barely so. What do we do now?
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier.
The spiders. Good luck. And thank you.
The Navigator does not give a response. Black tears mixed with blood are streaming from under the closed eyelids, and the Vox at the base of the chair is bellowing out static interspersed with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter. That's not good. Okay, so backspace selects all. Great. Let's, despite this, I'm just gonna loot these guys. Just, you know. I might need this to get the helmsman. Alternate weapons. Okay. Ooh, can I get that staff, actually? psychic staff. I don't know if my character can quite use this, but I'll pretend like I can. Yes, I definitely can. She's got a gun. Okay. I boost my willpower. Looks good, too. Great. Let's see. Can I go this way now? No. This is the way.
Weakness.
I hope that's not the Master Helmsman there. He's, he doesn't look good. The Navigator's sanctum is the private haven of the ship's guide through the warp. Well. He's not in a good spot. Hey, Farscape. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Officer's deck. That's where we gotta go. Alright, I guess? Oh.
Your ship's as good as ours. It's all over for you.
Oh, that's what you get. Yeah, victory is sweet.
Pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot these.
I shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my Emperor.
Argenta. The white-haired warrior turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing. The weapon quivers in her hands, and for a brief moment it seems she is not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
Uh-oh. Well, you know, I'm Dr. Incompetent von Valencius.
The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
I know, the million-dollar question.
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelthrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
I am no traitor, you can be sure of that.
If you speak truthfully, the Emperor will not forsake you. If you are lying, you will not escape his retribution.
Okay.
I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
Now you're talking. Let's do this. Just fire everywhere. Hey, Spearling. Thanks for subscribing, my friend. What is the warrior of the Adeptus Soratius doing aboard a rogue trader's ship? Your orders serve the ecclesiarchy, do they not?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Yeah, the tentacles can help. They're on our side.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
We must get to the main hall.
Through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
Excellent.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Terra's light. All right, we got a new buddy. Great. Just gonna go through this box over here, and we found some set of icons and vision cores and some fiber plates. Good, and some high octane promethium. Okay, and a well-maintained laser gun. It's better than mine. We'll take it all. You've received a new, more efficient weapon for your character. That's right, I have. It's well-maintained. Mine was not maintained. It was embarrassing, quite frankly. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Here. Equip this over there. There you go. Now we got the well-maintained, but I want this staff. This staff looks good. What do you have? She's got... Oh, she's got like her specialty stuff. You could just keep that, lady. Now, my man here has... an extra bag, and so I'm going to give this to you so that everybody who can use medicine has one, and now we're set. Sweet. So our party is up to 4, which feels good. I don't know how many people we get, but I'm feeling great. We've got a real ragtag group. I gotta tell you, this game, everybody was recommending that I play this game, and now I could see why. It feels awesome, the story is awesome, and it's right in that kind of wheelhouse with, like, you know, Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, Pillars of Eternity is just an awesome modern isometric CRPG, and I'm having a great time with it. However, it is indeed my bedtime, and I want to say, everyone, thank you so much for coming out and trying some Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. I'm definitely going to be playing more of this because I want to see what the game is like as we get further into it. I hope you all have an excellent evening or day. We'll be back tomorrow night, and we're going to be trying some Might and Magic 10 Legacy, if you'd like to stop by and hang out. Sid, Hermie, Victory, Alex, Farscape, Chris, Spiraling, Lee, Robert, Pure Luck, Luke, Derekai, Fading, Jamnuska, Chef Smitty, Koala, Epsilon, thank you, Sid. Everyone out there, take care. Have a great one.